family, friends, welcome to Truth Heals 1111 with your girl Chloe, and we are back with another general and predictive tarot card reading. Only take what resonates in this reading, what does not apply, leave it behind. This is gonna be my last reading, y'all. I can't make it. I gotta go put on my nightgown and go to bed, y'all. I'm out. I'm just gonna pull some oracle cards and see what message that I can give to you. Man, normally I do this and then I eat, but no, I ate and I'm sleepy. All right, family, friends, sir, ma'am. Let's see what the ancestors would like to guide you into. I am using Oracle of the Riftwalker. I use my ancestry card, so we'll see. The song is playing is "Regret in Your Eyes" by Young Blue. "Regret in Your Eyes" by Young Blue. Past regrets in your eyes. Let's see. Spirit ancestors most kind. Give me truth and clarity in regards to an oracle message. Too many cards. Maybe not this dark. But this coming out. Number 1, the ferryman's tale. What price are you willing to pay to arrive at destiny's door? Let's read number 1. The invocation. No one crosses unchanged. No one crosses alone. The toll is not always gold. Sometimes it's a truth, a name, a wound, a dream you must leave behind. The message is that you are in a moment of crossing, a threshold between what was and what will be. The ferryman appears when your soul is ready to journey into a new stage, but not without cost. This is a sacred transaction. Transformation always asks something of you. What will you surrender in order to move forward? The toll may be an outdated belief, a toxic attachment, a comfort you've outgrown, or a version of yourself you can no longer carry. This is not punishment. It is a passage. Pay willingly and be reborn. The shadow self says you may be resisting change because you fear the cost. You want the new path, but not the letting go it requires. Or perhaps you've already paid too much and wonder why you're still stuck on the shore. The toll is only ever meant to free you, not drain you. Check that you're not trying to overpay, prove your worth, or cross rivers not meant for you. Reflection. And this is your reflection. Ask yourself, what am I being asked to release before I can move forward? What toll have I already paid that I need to honor as sacred? Alright, let's see. Show me the ferryman's tall spirit. Ancestors most high. Number 2, hear the silent dream. The call is quiet. The call is constant. The call is yours. Show me number 2. This is Hear the Silent Drum. The invocation is not all summons come in thunder. Some arrive in stillness, in the hush between heartbeats, in the silence you keep avoiding. The drum is sounding. Can you hear it? Dearly Beloved by Wale. Dearly Beloved by Wale is playing. The message here is that this card marks a spiritual summons, but not one shouted from mountaintops. This is a subtle yet insistent call from your deeper self, your ancestors, or a future version of you that already knows where you must go. It may manifest as a quiet craving for something undefined, discomfort in your current surroundings, dreams that feel like echoes, a body deep sense that something is about to begin. Trust the internal pull, even if you can't explain it yet. The drum calls the soul before the mind can understand. Your shadow self will tell you you may be ignoring your intuition because it's not loud enough or doesn't fit your current story. Or perhaps you're chasing loud signs, missing the sacred whisper already speaking through stillness. Be wary of distracting yourself from the call because you fear the change it demands. Your reflection. What does my silence know that I haven't acknowledged? Where in my life do I feel a quiet but persistent pull? Am I waiting for the signs that are already there to amplify? This song's called Muse by Party Next Door. Show me Hear the Silent Drum. Show me Hear the Silent Drum. Number 42, Hibernation. There is wisdom in stillness. Even the wildest heart must retreat to restore. Let's see. The invocation is, I release the need to move. Let the quiet hold me while I gather what I'll need to rise again. The message here is hibernation arrives when life asks not for action, but for intentional withdrawal. Like the bear returning to its den, there is a season for rest that is not weakness, but preparation. This card signals a sacred pause, a time when the body, heart, or spirit needs to conserve energy, repair what's been frayed, and dreams beneath the surface. You are not being lazy. You are not falling behind. You are honoring the ancient rhythm of restoration that lives in all beings. Pulling hibernation may mean stepping away from the noise, from obligations, from the pressure to produce. It may also indicate a phase of emotional processing where clarity must first arise from stillness. This is how the self readies for emergence. What appears as quiet on the outside is often profound inner growth. Your shadow self may be saying, mistaking exhaustion for failure, feeling shame for needing rest, pushing through burnout instead of honoring it, disconnecting from support when you need it the most. The reflection. Where am I overriding my need for rest? What part of me is asking to be sheltered right now? What is gestating within the quiet, beneath the surface? Oh, well. I don't know who this is for, this kind of person, though. Number 19, the burial mound. And then I got 20, the pack maker. But I don't put 20 yet because they're beside each other. No, let me leave that out. The burial mound, number 19. The burial mound. On the low. You could be on the low with burial, something. You're on the low with the burial. On the low by Aaron Page is playing. The burial mound. The invocation is I lay it down in the earth with honor, not to erase but to remember. What has ended is not lost. It becomes the soil for what comes next. The message here is the burial mound is a card of closure, sacred endings, and ancestral reverence. It speaks to what has been laid to rest, whether a person, a belief, a phase of life, or a dream. And now, honoring it creates space for deep transformation. The card invites you to acknowledge what is truly over and bless it as it returns to the earth. Honor your grief, your dead, your past selves, not as ghosts, but as teachers. Understand that remembrance is different than attachment. To bury something properly is to give it back to the land, not as waste, but as nourishment for new growth. Your shadow self in this card can reflect resistance to letting go or fully grieving, being haunted by the past because it was never honored, holding guilt or shame over something that needs sacred closure. Avoid rushing this process. Mourning is not weakness, it is the ritual of release. Your reflection. What have I buried, and have I truly honored its passing? What grief still calls for recognition? How can I transform remembrance into reverence? And then number 20. The pact maker. Not all who goes into the dark are lost. Some go to make a deal. The pact maker. Oh my God, confirmation. The invocation to the pact maker. I descended not to beg, but to speak, to offer, to listen. I return with what was granted, not stolen, not demanded, but earned in trust. The message here is the pact maker is a card of the spiritual negotiation, sacred responsibility, and earned return. It marks the moment when you've entered the depths, not to escape, but to broker a soul deep transformation for yourself or for another. This is the archetype of the one who speaks across veils, the intercessor, the one who makes promises in the dark and keeps them in the light. When this card appears, consider what inner or outer forces have you bargained with, knowingly or not? What sacred responsibility have you accepted as a result of your survival or return? Have you honored the past that allowed you to be here now? You may be stepping into a role as a guide, channel, or protector of what was retrieved from darkness. The shadow self says, in the shadow, the pact maker warns of deals made out of desperation that now need to be reevaluated. Spiritual bypassing, pretending a price wasn't paid when it was. carrying burdens that were meant to be shared or released. Even a sacred deal must be revisited with time. Are you still upholding something that no longer serves your path? The reflection here is, what did I agree to in my darkest moment, and how has it shaped me? What soul contract might I be holding consciously or unconsciously? How can I honor what I retrieved from my descent? Wusa by Jeremiah. Wusa by Jeremiah Bijawale. So Wusa, you call yourself going into the darkness to the descent. You made a spiritual contract. Now it is time for you to review your spiritual contract again, to see all these questions you need to ask yourself. What is it time to let go of so you can transform? Or what do you want to still hold on to, consciously or unconsciously? Okay, so somebody made a pact with the devil. It's time to renegotiate that deal. What did you learn while you were in the dark? What did it teach you? Do you still want to be in the dark? Or do you want to come to the light and bring that information from the dark into the light? Somebody's, oh, baby, the fawn. To begin is to be unguarded. To learn is to trust your trembling steps. Show me number 36. The fawn. The invocation is, I don't yet know the way, but I am listening. Let each step be my teacher. Message. The fawn appears when you are being invited into something new, a path, a practice, a truth, or a way of being that is unfamiliar. Like the young deer taking its first steps, you are meant to move gently, curiously, and with openness. The fawn is a symbol of humble beginnings, of being both vulnerable and full of promise. It does not charge forward. It learns by watching, listening, feeling. There is no shame in being unskilled. The beginner's heart is one of the most sacred and the most magical. This card asks you to slow down and observe what life is trying to teach you. The trees, the mistakes, the silence, the eyes of another, all are lessons waiting to be received. You are not here to be perfect. You are here to grow. Your shadow self may have fear of appearing foolish, avoiding new opportunities out of pride, forcing a pace that overwhelms your spirit, or refusing help or mentorship. Your reflection should be, where am I pretending to be further along than I am? What would shift if I gave myself permission to be new? Who or what might I learn from right now if I soften? 19 minutes. Anything else, Brad? Too many cards. Sire of mountains. Ancient strength, unwavering presence, and sacred protector that you are. Number 31. Are you willing to accept your new beginning? Learn, observe, be youthful, explore everything in life, whether good or bad. You're always going to learn something. Number 31. Life will teach you. People, places, and things will teach you. Siren of Mountain, the invocation says, I am the stone you cannot move. The voice of the wind that shapes the peaks. Timeless, patient, resolute. I hold the world on my shoulders. The meaning of the sire of the mountains channels the divine masculine as a pillar of strength, wisdom, and grounded authority. He embodies the mature masculine energy that protects, nurtures, and leads with integrity and patience. This card encourages you to embody your highest masculine self, strong yet compassionate. Stand firm in your values, anchoring yourself like the mountain's footing. Carry your responsibilities with dignity and humility. Guard the sacred, your boundaries, your community, and your inner truth. Draw on ancient wisdom to guide your present and your future. Desires by Drake is playing. Your shadow self may feel like you're being rigidity or authoritarianism, authoritative, emotional distance or unavailability, carrying burdens without seeking support, using strength to control rather than to protect. The reflection is, how do I balance strength with compassion? Where am I called to lead with wisdom and patience? What sacred legacies am I nurturing? How can I embody the divine masculine in my daily life? All right, family, friends, sir, yeah. I guess this was for the divine masculine to hear, or the one who once committed to darkness, for his contract to be renegotiated. So karmic masculine, your your contract is being renegotiated. Are you going to continue in the darkness, or would you like to just be reborn and come out as the divine masculine? Is what I see here. Um, you were sacrificed as a child to the darkness. Are you going to listen to the call and step into power? Family, friends, thank you for watching Truth Heals 1111. You guys have a great night. I love each and every one of you, but I'm tired. Um, until tomorrow, have a great night.